Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Mike Brown 80! Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go.
Check 13. What's that? 13.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this
baby.
crowd.
Let's go!
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. From the 30 on second down, Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Steelers take
Go,
over
let's go!
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Middle.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Starting the drive was Snell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Go. Bravo.
Mike's 49. Mike.
Easy.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Mike. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen buying. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Allen. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Roethlisberger now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Mike's 40. Mike's 49.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now here's Snell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
This will be taken in at the 1. A spin. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Come on, fellas.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
X3. 218. Chop.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take
Come on now, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Snell again. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, fellas.
11 yards there, 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
49. 8. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
49's the Mike. Watch 40.
No spacing.
Watch the out. Mike's 49.
From the 41, Roethlisberger.
Let him know.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Know your job. Check the backer.
Snickers, got to spin. Alert.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Allen now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
One set. Eyes up.
Jack the King.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. That goes for a gain of 31. What a 1st half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. I'm coming up. These 2. I'm coming after you.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They'll run with Snell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
All day, baby, all day.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Watch the ship. Watch it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Pick 6 all day.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They run the counter. Snell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using. gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Now Roethlisberger under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Roethlisberger will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well. Signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the Steelers' 40.
From the 41, Allen. His throw incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy. He's still fighting forward. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 27-all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over first
Keep
and
playing
10
hard.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come again. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. But it's brought in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
53, Mike. Let's go, defense. It's our time. It's our time.
Draw play, and it's Snell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Be good, be good, be good. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
I got you, punk. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Powerful running. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around? He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger to throw.
Let's go, D, let's go.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
First down and goal to go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Easy. Let's make these babies cry.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Redskins coming away victorious there. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bring it.
To throw is Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the run. Watch right there. Watch right there.
Allen to throw.
Check 24. Check 24.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll run it with McCoy. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 2nd and 12, Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Check 50.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They're going to run again with Snell.
Go.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Like 5. 22, 44.
I know he ain't got it. Let's go.
Middle.
Hey, we got Mike.
Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime?
And here we go.
And he's got Moncrief. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Snell yet again. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Pittsburgh, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.